Good evening, Shubham. After long, we are connecting, after, I think, after 1 week, right?
Yeah, right. 1 week we are
Good
connecting
evening.
to
So,
the.
good evening, and how life is treating to you.
Yeah, thank you for asking me and good evening, ma'am. And great. Myself Subham, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand
Mm-hmm.
in Nainital, Haldwani. Haldwani is like a famous city of Nainital. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, that's great. So, you have already given your introduction. So, shall I start my introduction? Then we'll take a deep dive into the conversation, right?
Okay.
Okay, so my name is Rekha Sharma, and I also belong from the Uttarakhand. This time I'm giving my introduction a bit different because I believe that you are from Uttarakhand and you are from my community. So do I. I'm also correcting. I'm also from the, Uttarakhand. So I hail from Uttarakhand. My village is Pakuda and district is, Almora. And if we talk about my expertise in a higher, then I'm BCom, BA, then CTET qualifying, and my core of interest is yoga and interest, and I'm living with nuclear family with my husband. I have a twin baby. One is a baby boy, one is a baby girl. That's me all about. Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Okay, I will give to my qualification and my qualification is that nowadays I'm studying in a BSc final year, like the subject of geology, botany, chemistry. This is subject, and
Mm-hmm.
another thing, enhance our communication skill. That's why I connected to you. That's it. So,
That's it. Lovely
okay,
to hear that. Shubham, I want to ask you one thing. You from Uttarakhand, right? I'm also from Uttarakhand, and I believe, not believed, my belief is that Uttarakhand is rich in culture, right?
yeah. So I have a definition for Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is known as a beautiful Gadwali and Kumaoni culture. The various traditions and religious fairs and
Mm-hmm.
festival dances is that here, and different kind of kindness people is that here.
Yes, of course, and I believe that Uttarakhand is a rich in culture. And second thing, it revolves around the moral values, and traditional ethics and the simplicity of nature. But not to forget about this, mythology. That's why we called it Devbhumi. Am I right?
Right. The another name of Devbhumi.
Yes, Devbhumi, because of, Uttarakhand is rich in culture. That's why, and the simplicity of nature, the people living over there, the innocent people, and their, incredible captivating beauty.
Yeah, right. In India, not India, like entire world. There were different kind of spiritual things in Uttarakhand. So I think you are listened and you heard the Steve Jobs. I think there were Microsoft and Apple CEO. They are one time in
Visiting.
visit in Neem
Ah,
Karoli. And the very famous is the Neem Karoli.
yes, I heard about it, and I've, I think read somewhere that Zuckerberg, I think, right?
Yeah, that name. Yeah, I
He
forgot that name.
visited to the he visited to the Neem Karoli Baba, and with due respect of Neem Karoli Baba, right?
Yeah, right.
So, yes, Shubham. So, I wanted to ask you, you are in Haldwani for your studying purpose, right?
Right.
And you born and brought up in village, right? In
I
Kumaon
born.
region.
Yeah, right. I born
So,
in
mhm.
yeah. Okay.
So I wanted to ask you, you born and brought up in, in Kumaon region. So your childhood you have spent there, right? So any beautiful memory about the
Yeah,
culture of Uttarakhand would you like to share with us?
yeah. Like one thing is the famous from in my memories and like I'm not like good experience of life, but I'm in 20. So like in
Mm-hmm.
20 years I spent on in my life and like lot of time in I spent in village. So this type of thing like when we are child, so we are connected to the family, not a
Mm-hmm.
phone, not a thing, not a social
Mm-hmm.
media, connected to the family and our childhood. This is the most unique thing, and this is the like that time we do and we realize that's the very beautiful childhood memories.
Mm-hmm.
And we are play the lot of type of games, and you know about the Pahadi games. Is the cricket is
Yeah, of
famous.
course. I'm well versed with the all Pahadi games and everything because when I was young and when I was young and we used to go to the Uttarakhand to spend our vacation, summer vacation over there, and that was a golden souvenir, or you can say beautiful memory. I would like to cherish and relish throughout my entire my life. And I would like to share one of my experience also. When we were actually building up our own house in Uttarakhand, that time each and every villager, each and every family members joined their hand with us. Some of people brought the cement sack of cement, and some of one yes, they brought the stone on their head to helping us. That shows the unity, right? That show how the people are helping each other.
Right, every festival and every when we are in wedding and another thing like when we are the close that time every people give the help because one
Yes.
time what and they are contribute to our love, that type of thing.
Yes, I have seen in the marriage party also. I love the marriage party in Uttarakhand. Whenever we are going to there, any occasion, any marriage purpose, most of the time I saw that, the unity, the unity.
Yeah,
Because when we are, any function we are performing in Delhi, we have to buy everything. Like we have to buy the services, we have to buy the catering services, we have to buy the chef also for food, right? But in Uttarakhand, we just name it and you will get it everything in the village, right? सब लोग इकट्ठा होके काम करते हैं. That's how show the unity and a beautiful harmonious environment.
yeah, and they are like give the our kindness people, and they have no of any responsibility in our family. They are outside people. They are complete the work, and
हाँ.
I share to one thing that time last 2 days, no, last 2 months ago, Uttarakhand CM Mr. Pushkar Nami is
Mhm.
invited for the India people, and they are giving the opportunity for the marriage, and they are tell to about in India, like
Mhm.
you have two child and two children like in your family. So one family, one children, they are marriage in the Uttarakhand. That type of giving the opportunity. Yeah,
Okay.
you I
That's a great thing. I always believe, I'm living in Faida, but my heart is always in Uttarakhand. Once I get chance, I will be, migrating from from Faidabad to the Uttarakhand. Once I get that chance, I'm looking for the opportunity actually.
yeah, I tell to one thing like when
Mhm.
the coronavirus pandemic is coming in India, that time every people in migrate our home, but Uttarakhand
Uh,
people migrate, not migrate, they are like fulfill and fertile field. That time feel what is my land of the like what that the opportunity give to me. Yeah,
yeah, of course. Corona period, taught us that the roots are very valuable for us.
right, right,
Everyone is just running for to their village because they wanted to make themselves safe from the pandemic, right?
right, right, right.
That time
Because
we understood the roots.
right. So you also know in Uttarakhand, so you know about that Uttarakhand they have a two name of like in Rama, Kedarkhand and Manaskhand, because that's a big spiritual thing and a spiritual thought every Uttarakhandi people. I think
Yeah.
like when a person is like tension and my like frustrated, then we go and they are come in the Nim Karoli Baba.
So what do you like the most in, Uttarakhand? What is your favorite destination or anything you would like to share us?
Yeah, I'm not visit the every district in Uttarakhand, but like 5 or 6 district I visit. But in my heart, I like another type of thinking. This is the like good thinking and like love. Only Almora.
Mhm.
I
Only
think Almora
Almora.
is,
Okay.
yeah. Uh, I visited the Rudraprayag. Rudraprayag is the best destination, and Chamoli district is a good, but
Mm-hmm.
they have a different kind of thing like in disaster type of that type of. So
Mm-hmm.
Almora is like a normal plain type area, and they have a good environment, like not
Mm-hmm.
a not a summer. This is normal
Mhm.
environment.
Yeah, but I like the most, my village only. The best
Yeah,
part and of Uttarakhand is my village. I feel like meditation for my soul, and I feel like everything is organic there. The calmness, the happiness, and the peace. I always realize in my village, so I love to go there. And my favorite place is my village only. I must say.
yeah, right. So you also know about Uttarakhand famous food is the like traditional food and ancient time of food.
Of
It's a
course, of
very
course.
famous.
Abhi recently my mother came to my home and she brought some, ragi ka atta, madwe ka atta
Yeah,
in yes, and yes, madwe ka
and it
atta,
is
and that we call, what do we call that? Ghat dal, the
because that's
famous.
helpful for our health and they improved our immunity because
Mhm.
nowadays what happens, so lot of people in go for the modernity, but like celebrities and doctors and they are prefer to that type of food. Why? That's the reason.
Yes, ragi ka
Because
atta, yeah, it's very healthy.
yeah, this is a very healthy and like a very helpful because they have a good protein also there.
Mm-hmm. So yes, now let's move to the English. So yes, Shubham, why do you feel that you wanted to improve your language, and what are your gray areas?
Yeah, I think my English level is normal, and I am very mistakes due to when we speak English. I think grammatically a lot of mistakes. So I'm asking to you. So when we are the initiate phase in the English learning, so which type of habit you are improve? So like I'm doing, and I'm my habit is daily practice in a co-learner or apps and a lot of apps I'm using. Not a lot, but 2 and 3 app I'm using. So then when you are the initiate time, so which type of habit you grow for the English learning and how to improve?
Yes, first of all, you are saying that you make the mistake and all that, right? It has happened with everyone because we are a human being and we are privileged to make the mistake. First of all, so just forget about your mistake, right? The second thing, you need to create the habit for it. Once you create that tendency for English, then you are good to go and you are ready to hit the boundaries. And what are the activities? I will share my experience, what I did with me. You have to, first of all, read newspaper is play a very significant role. When you will read newspaper at least for 10 minutes. I'm not saying you go for a half an hour and anything. No, at least read the newspaper for 10 minutes. What will happen with it? You will get to know about new words. When you are speaking with someone, no, when you are speaking with someone, you need vocabs, right? And you need a topic to discuss. So when you are indulging yourself for the newspaper at least 10 minutes, you will get vocabulary, right? And you will be making yourself update for a particular topic, right? When you have topic, when you have vocabs, then you are good to go for any conversation, right? So make a habit to read a newspaper at least 10 minutes. Second things, I always convey and I always talk about that skills of four skills of English: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. All you need to do, you have to get 20% to your reading skill, 20% for your listening skills, and 20% for writing, and remaining 40% for speaking skill. You have to divide them. The more you will practice, the more you will learn it.
Yeah, I
Right.
think.
And another activity is when you are going to the bed in the night, before going to sleep, imagine your day, what you did throughout the day. It's very important. So try to frame the sentences, whatever you did throughout the day, and try to frame the sentences. It will take only 10 minutes,
Okay,
right?
so when we are in time, so which newspaper you prefer? Because in market is a different kind of like a different kind of thinking and languages is a newspaper. So which are you prefer to me?
Now, this one is Hindu. The Hindu, I think, in English one. Okay, you go with it.
I think the Hindu is like very hard because they are prepare the like
No,
when you go for the
choose, choose any article which you have interest in it. I'm not saying that you go for the whole newspaper, you read out the all newspaper. Take at least one choice of article in it, right? And the second most important, when you are going to the sleep, one activity is you have to, um, describe your day. When you are going to the sleep, before going to the sleep, you have to describe your day first of all. And second thing, if second thing they you have to do, take one story book. बहुत इजी सी स्टोरी बुक लेनी है आपको. यू नीड नॉट टू गो विद द कॉम्प्लेक्स वन. बहुत इजी सी स्टोरी लेनी है. एंड यू हैव टू टेक one story for 1 week. One story for 1 week. You have to just read it and underline the phrases, sentences and the vocabs in it. At least 1 week you have to read it, and let your subconscious mind to work for it. Right? अपने subconscious mind को आप काम करने दो. When you will read the story for 1 week, what will happen? It will, you will memorize it. You will memorize it, and after 1 week, ask yourself. आप अपने आप से question कीजिए and revise that story in your word.
Okay.
That's how. This is a very important activity.
Okay, I think that's good. So I will be implement for that type of thing. So like you are using the daily vocabulary, how can we implement and how can we use and how to learn?
Vocabulary, I told you that you have to go for the newspaper. Newspaper will help you for the vocabulary. Story book will help you the vocabulary. And grammatical part, when you are reading the story and newspaper, the grammar part will be taken care by this. You will well versed with the grammar. First of all, create the tendency, right? And for vocabs, take at least one word for you. Take one word for you, right? And use it. Use it for a day. कोई भी एक word ले लो आप अपने लिए. Any vocabs. आपको उसे पूरा दिन अपनी conversation में use करना है. You have to use that word for your conversation, right? Like I'm giving you one word here. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. ठीक है? तो terrible word you have to use throughout the day. Sorry. पूरे दिन आपको use करना है वो. Try to more frame the sentences on terrible. Take one day, take one vocabs for you, right? Storybook, newspaper. And you are good to go. And you are ready to hit the boundaries. And speaking practice that you are saying that you are connecting with the co-learners, right?
Right.
And instead of going to the random conversation, always take one topic for yourself.
Okay. So I'm asking you, so you are when you are initial time, so you are using the any app and any co-learner app, that type of thing. Only you are prepared the newspaper and the storybooks only, and you are.
I am not connecting with any co-learners. It's just that I am reading the book sometime and listening the things. I told you earlier, I told you that 4 skills: reading, writing, speaking and listening. Choose your favorite skill. Choose your favorite skill, right? कोई भी अपनी favorite skill आप choose कर लो. चाहे आप reading पसंद करते हो, चाहे listening. So go with it.
Okay. That's great.
Right?
Okay, I will implement to our communication skill and all things, LSWR, reading, writing and speaking.
Yes,
Yeah.
LSWR. Well said, LSWR.
Yeah, I think because one time I learned to that type of thing, because English is the 4 mantras LSWR.
But उसमें भी क्या करना है ना? I know there is a 4 mantras, but go with your favorite skill. क्या आपकी favorite skill है? क्योंकि I am more into listening.
Okay.
That's how I'm improving myself. That's how I am increasing the horizon of my communication skill.
Yeah, absolutely right.
So go with your favorite skill.
Okay.
So Shubham, I think it's almost 20 minutes. So let me wrap up the session, and I would say it is gripping and terrific session with you. We discussed a lot, the culture of Uttarakhand and a bit of knowledge of English, right?
But I think I do like lot of mistake.
Just a second.